before. So you guys might remember this little contraption I showed where you can send vibration signals long distances using skulk sensors. So this signal is going all the way around, down and up and looping. This is just done with skulk sensors as well as trapdoors that are making noises. Well, that actually changes today. They came out with a new ability for the amethyst block, which can be used. So what happens is whenever a signal gets taken in by the skulk sensor, it could then put that vibration into the amethyst block, and then that will be used to send that same exact signal type outwards. In this case, it's being picked up by this skulk sensor. So instead of just making some type of noise, we can actually specifically continue to send the exact same noise that it heard. And this is called vibration resonance. I went ahead and replaced my entire loop with the amethyst block, and you can see how much faster the signal goes all the way around. Instead of having to wait to actually power on the trapdoor, it just immediately sends it. So it moves at the same speed as vibrations move, which makes it really nice for sending signals long distances. And because this type of vibration is a very specific one, this one in case was me placing it on a block, it heard that. And using this with the combination of the calibrated skulk sensor, you can have it so it only will listen to a certain vibration, while you can have another whole line right beside it that'll be listening to a different type. So you get up to 15 different vibration signals being sent around an area, and they wouldn't mess with each other. So it's really cool to be able to make stuff that aren't actually connected. But in most cases, a redstone line will probably be better than using this, because in this one you have to encode it and then you also have to decode it, which is much simpler with the calibrated skulk sensor. It's still not as simple as just using redstone, but this will definitely have its uses. Let me know if any other cool things you could use this for. Now when you place down signs, you get some new text up here. It says edit hanging sign message. That's because you can just edit them by right clicking with a empty hand. So if I right click, now I'm go back inside of it and I can write a message here and easily be able to come back in and edit it whenever you want. But if you don't want anybody to mess with your sign, you can always add a wax onto it. And this will use it up and also permanently keep it that way. It even makes a noise. I know everybody's really gonna love this feature as it's so annoying when you make a mistake and remove the sign and then place it back down again. They also added in so not only can you write on one side of the sign, you can also come around on the back side and right click it and add messages on the back side as well. Is that just crazy? So depending on which way people come, they can read a different message. I know everybody's been waiting for this for a long time. Now in Creative, you can add like teleport commands and other things to signs when they're right clicked. So for those to work, you have to make sure that they're waxed. Otherwise, when you try to go right click them, you just end up opening the editing screen. Also, keep this in mind, any spot where you're using a sign to like constantly right click, maybe like in AFK fish farm, you might need to change it out with a different block, such as like a chest with a blocker on top of it. Now when it comes to a player walking over top of a block while walking through a block, the game now will play both noises, with the top block being played at normal volume, but the lower block being played at a lower volume as well as pitch. It changed the color of the withering particles so they're more distinguished, as well as the slow falling ones. Now in placing structures, you now have more control. How many blocks can be swapped out with a different type of block? This is probably how the trail runes got their randomness. They also made some changes to interpolation for the display entities. Let's take a look at all the bugs that have been fixed this week, including new mobs that are discontinued. Fix a bug to do with mobs putting armor pieces in their main hand and dropping their weapon when given two armor pieces that were the same type. Instead of just ignoring it, producing this rare type of mob that you normally can't get in the world. So be sure you collect this. Talk about all the details on how to get this rare mob in this video here, which I'll link below. From a distance, hanging signs would have Z fighting occurring on their text compared to the background. Ever since camels came out, we noticed that if you would shift and then right click a baby camel, you can actually see inside of its inventory, but they're not supposed to have an inventory, so they went ahead and removed it. When it comes to the new bamboo rafts, notice that both these boats have their hitboxes touching the ground, but the raft itself appears to be above the ground. So they moved the visualization of it downwards, which shouldn't actually affect how you sit in it compared to before. Now most of the time when you grow up a tree with leaves, the leaves don't degrade unless they're too far away from one of the logs supporting them. But there was a bug to do with cherry trees. When you grow up a new tree where an old one was, it would sometimes cause the old leaves from the previous tree to instantly break off and drop their items. I noticed this in my automatic cherry tree farm. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out, it's really cool. But we were having the saplings end up at the top of the tree as they were getting squished through and getting pushed to the top. They fixed quite a few different bugs to do with the sniffer, including this problem here where the sniffer would try to sniff out a seed in a location far out that it couldn't actually reach, and would actually cause the sniffer to fail because because he was trying to sniff it right where this fence was, and only when it's removed did it work. Previously, sniffers weren't able to actually sniff out any block that had anything on top of it, even if it wasn't colliding. So now they fix it so sniffers should be able to find seeds, even if there's like grass or flowers on top. They fix a bunch of other bugs with sniffers, like Z fighting with their ears, their walking animation, sniffers following spectator players. The baby version of the sniffer will look just like Bedrock Edition. Sniffers won't continue to dig even after they're dead. Sniffers are smart enough to avoid things that will damage them. So you should be able to have more fun with these big guys. When slime blocks and honey are placed down as a block, you can see there's this obviously big cube, but if you look inside of it, you can see there's like a little slime cube there and a slightly bigger honey cube inside of it. But these cool looking cubes inside of cubes weren't appearing inside of the items. So they added those in, so you get these really cool cubes inside of cubes. Since 1.16, it was possible to actually dye other people's dogs. Notice I can't make this dog sit up because it's not mine, but I can still come in here and put dye on it and change out the collar. And since players shouldn't have control over other people's pets, they went ahead and removed this now. You're probably aware that you can use a channeling trident to make a brown mushroom. And normally when you get soup out of it, it's just a normal mushroom soup. But if you feed it the special flowers, you could then make it have an effect when you use a bowl on it. So in this case, we use a wither rose, so if we drink this, we get the wither effect. But to fix this bug where you give them a flower, and then when you leave, and upon rejoining, if you would try to get some of that lovely flower soup, you end up just getting normal soup. So that's been fixed. And I made this automatic farm where you can get suspicious stews from brown mushrooms automatically. Decorative pots will now show the correct image in the hand for what it looks like when you place it down. When before, sometimes it would show that you have a bunch of different images on it. When you place it down, it actually be completely blank. There was an odd thing occurring when using a debug stick to rotate the decorative pots. Notice when you right click it, it causes another decorative pot to go flying out of it. And we do the same thing when using the set block command. This of course wasn't intended, so it's been fixed. When it comes to the shadows put off by entities, the bigger the shadow would get, it would cause more frames drops. So this side is your frames per second, and if these bars get taller, it means it's getting worse. Where on the right hand side is your TPS, how well the server's handling it. Notice when mega shadows get placed in, it really drastically hurts the frames, which it shouldn't do now. The new pink petals, when placed in, had a block model, which had a lot of different calculations that the player wouldn't even be able to see. Here you can notice that the frames are really low because of this, but when the model was fixed, notice that the frames got much better. So they implemented this new type of pink petal. You might remember back in the day when magma blocks came out, they could destroy water sources above them randomly. This was later changed because they were creating too many updates, hurting optimization. Problem is, some of the features of the magma block were still existent in the game. So notice in this world, the server, which is on the right hand side, is handling it quite well. But when the floor is made out of magma blocks, all of a sudden it spikes up insanely high, making the server run almost 100 times worse. So I went ahead and removed that outdated feature, which resolves this. If you update the model of a lot of iron bars, it was causing the game to freeze. You also fixed some other issues to do with the player desyncing when writing something, such as this one with TNT. Now join me in testing this out live over at my Twitch, or see how I already created all of these 1.20 automatic farms, which you can start building up in your world, or this video where I explain the difference between 1.19.4 and 1.20. We're so close to 6,000 followers over at Twitter, so follow me at RaiseWords. And I do post in real life photos about myself over there as well. Thanks to all my supporters who make this video possible, and bye bye. Hello there, right here. Welcome to the stream, guys. That was a big update today. Today is our Wednesday stream, March 22nd. End of the month is just a little over a week away. How you guys all doing? As I get the stream going, let me throw up my socials. Is my bot working? Oh, update. Here. Okay, update. What's the other bot called? Socials. Let me just double check the other bot's going. If you haven't seen, I put out a video about everything that's new today. Make sure you check the whole thing out. You can join the server. The checking, playing new 1.20 snapshot 23A or 23W 12A with viewers. Review video. Watch review video. Okay. We're all gonna chat. Normie's here. Hoodie, welcome in. The duck. I'll try to get the bot running. We also got Flop, Turkey Wings, Isaac. The Real Burn says, "Hi, just saw your video. Got some questions. Go ahead and ask them. If you guys have any questions about everything that's new today, don't be afraid to ask them in chat, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be testing all sorts of things. Let's see if my bot's working. Okay, that was not working. Check. Oh yeah, it just turned off on its own. Okay. Now it's back on. I don't know how it turns off. That's the second time I've done that before. Okay, well, it's on now. I'll keep an eye on it. Cool. But yeah, we're also playing on testing server. Looks like it already got updated. Thanks to our Minecraft administrators for updating the server to the latest version. So we send out these announcements to let everybody know that we are streaming. And a new video. Well, dang, that was long. I think it was it took me 6 hours to make that video. Ooh. Kinda crazy. About 3 hours to record everything and 3 hours to edit all. Usually it's about like a hour to record and 2 hours to edit. Quite a bit to look at. Okay, so I'm in the stream chat on the Discord if you guys want to join in. We are ready to get the stream going. Do that. Awesome. You guys can see what's going on. Cool. I've been sitting down for a long time. I'm gonna try to stand up and play. See how that goes. Okay, you guys can hear me. Music's playing. Controller work. I was actually sitting down so much just from editing and stuff. I was actually getting sore from sitting there. Edit. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, if you guys want to join a server, welcome to. IP is the title, I believe. It's also on my Discord. Find a nice flat area where we can test stuff out. Look at all the crazy stuff that's been built on the server. I don't know who built this path. This path is pretty cool. Just noticed it. I was walking down it during the video recording. So let me pull up what is all new. I know that could be kind of bright. Let me do that. So yeah, the biggest thing I think is probably the skulk sensors. Just because you can really program them. Archaeological things. New structures. Signs. Different eggs. Plant. Does mean does mean my sniffer farm this field here. Hey Mulu, welcome in. Real Burn says, I want to know if you can stop the chime noise skulk amethyst when it repeats the signal. I'm really struggling to see that. Kind of move so fast. Maybe from there, kind of see it. The chime noise. Yeah, I don't think you can stop the chime noise. It also makes the skulk noise too. What happens when you waterlog it? Does it just not listen to noise? Or no, it makes the skull quiet, right? Okay, yeah. So waterlogging makes it quiet so that it's like you can hide it. But you're trying to hide the noise of the chime. Which I don't think you can. Even like the texture looks really nice with this like connected right up to it. I guess I hopped in this world because yeah, I wanted to just check the sniffer farm. Sniffer farm should also produce the pure pods. I want to see if it actually does that now. The updated, we are playing in the Free snapshot. Oh, we actually got one right there. Yeah, and then this activated? No, I guess I turned it off. Washes it all over there. Look at that. Got some pitcher pods. That's pretty cool. Where did that one come from? Maybe we got pushed to the walls. That farm also works for that. Let's see if the farm that plants them also works. They actually grow. Oh my god. Every time I have to turn these on. I don't want my redstone to chime. Still noisy. Okay. Just like get annoying. We're trying maybe feature. I don't know. Let's try this out. So I guess it can't grow because different size. It needs to be too tall area for it to grow. But it really shouldn't take. I guess we still got our old device on the world. We can hop back on there, just tweak it a little bit. Oh, it feels so nice to stand up. Okay, if you guys want to join the testing world, this is the world. IP's the title. It's also on my Discord. Was that a sniffer? That's so cute. The house has a sniffer. What? Put their name by it? Cool. There's not much. Oh, it goes back outside. Oh, you even got like a little fuzz top of it. Nice. Exit only. Huh. Over here is where we were building our testing thing, right? Why does it look different? Maybe it got removed. So that's there, and the other thing was right here. Maybe the chunk's corrupted or something. I don't know, it just looks completely different now. Wait, how is that so shiny? Is that normal? Abilities? Glint. Oh, really? Wait, did they must up the glint or something? Maybe notice it. That's a crazy strong. What's the other one? Glint speed, okay. I don't know, that looked pretty crazy, didn't it? Thanks guys for following. You guys are new to the stream. Follow button is just a little heart underneath the stream. I was just looking for the thing that we already made. I know what the name is. I could just pull up the structure block again. Okay, let's just start from the basics again. Did notice that the pitcher plant can't be placed down if it's dark. Question, are rafts, boats, hitbox the exact same size? Yeah. People just, or mobs and stuff just look, they just ride a little bit differently in either of them. Different egg. Oh, it's right beside the turtle egg. I gotcha. And also the frog spawn. There's what we're looking for. I also noticed that when it dries up, it pops off. Probably because it's not considered a plant. Yeah, not considered a plant. Guess I should put some water nearby then. Okay, and there. Then soon. A bone meal is pretty fast. Also notice when you pick block, it still gives you the pod. So this off. So it's probably going to be like 2.5, just like the other one. On average, it takes about 2.5 bone meal for it to grow. That's probably what we're looking at here. Okay, so we place it down. It only has only one block tall. What happens when you bone meal it once? Oh, it's still one block tall. Okay. What's the? I want to get the other growth stage. Okay, that growth stage. Now what happens when you bone meal it? Because it's technically up here, right? Oh, you can grow it up. Okay. I'm just wondering. It is kind of cool. Huh, okay. Probably won't use that though. So, I probably could just tweak my design. Alright, then we can try the piston thing out too. Oh, it drops as a pod when you break it? Hmm. You have to break it by the player means? That might change. Realburn says, I feel like that's a missed opportunity, them being the same. But you notice they look different, right? This is where I wish I had my keyboard. I have to grab the boots. I don't know exactly what's the difference. Here you see the player with his feet sticking out. I guess the same thing's here, but the player's just sitting on top of it. Because they want to make it act like it's a real raft. Like a raft, you ride on top of it, right? You're not riding inside of the boards. Or here, you're riding down inside of it. The water's outside. So the player is a little bit higher. But I mean, so I don't know if I'd say missed opportunity because they are different. But they're the hitboxes. That's what you're asking about. You're asking about their hitboxes. Hitboxes are the same. Okay. We grow it up here. Let's see if we get the piston up at this level. Okay, so piston up there. Oh, that is kind of interesting. I don't know if there have been like that before. Let's see. What if you do both at the same time? Does it duplicate? Oh, got one. Okay, 8. There. There. Okay. Don't seem so. Isn't it strange how you power just the blower one? Oh. Oh, power lower one also got it. How did I get it last time? Was it not grown? Anybody remember when it dropped the pod? Earlier when it dropped the pod when I broke it. Maybe it wasn't fully grown. Thought it was. Okay. I'll have to watch my stream back, I guess. Nobody remembers. Raft looks slightly lower hitbox. No, the raft is higher. Okay, stand on it. You see it says 0.56. They're both the same height. It's just when you sit in it that you stand up taller. So now I'm sitting at 0.9, and here I'm sitting at 0.55. It's actually quite a bit. Could be useful if you're trying to like prevent your player from suffocating or something. Okay, well, so it doesn't matter where we break it, it'll be fine. So I think we just bone mill it here and then we break at the top. Be good. Okay, so let's turn off this. Let's save it as a structure block. Pick another one. Okay. So all this, maybe 9 numbers or something. Save it. Okay, I can just put it over here, I guess. There is it. Now all I do is to tweak it so that works for the pods. So first thing I'll probably do is move this. Whoops. Kill the farm ground. Okay, so it grows like that. Now if I turn it on. Oh, okay. Normally there is block there that buds all the rest of them. Could do. It takes 2.5 bone meal on average. But I think we did figure that the more dispensers made it more likely to work. Let's kind of strip this down a bit. Sometimes if you try to like use one thing for multiple things, you end up coming up with a design that's not quite as good. But we still got some of it we can... Oh my goodness. Losing my pod. Back my pod. So put the piston here. Break it. It's going to be here or... That's going to slide over and break it once it grows up. Player needs to plant it in. We could have another dispenser here. So it gets dispensed from all sides. What I want to do is power all the dispensers, and then after a little delay, we will power that. So let's hook up these dispensers. Also have to watch out so that when it breaks, when we break from the top, does the item pop at the top or the bottom? Let's just hook this up and see where the item ends up. Okay, so we'll break it from here. And we'll just hook up a clock like this. Hey, Fountain. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll say every time it powers this so much, we'll then come over here and I'll create this clock. This back up over here. The question is where are the items going? They don't appear to They don't appear to be popping off. I don't see them anywhere else. I think, I guess we could just manually do it too. Oh, why does that one end up on the side? Maybe the piston actually helps keep it in. I don't know. That's so funny. Guys, try it. Try it like this. I really don't see the item. I never really see it come up here at all. Okay, well, let's see it one time. That looks good. What I'm just trying to check is see if item would ever land on this edge here. Because if it would, then I would have to make sure that there's something there to prevent it. Thanks everybody's hit the follow button. Make our way up to 50,000 followers. Okay, so technically it works. Look at that. A bunch of pitcher plants, your pods. Now all we have to do is compact this. In the other one, I do have 4 dispensers. I must have thought 4 dispenser was kind of needed. I think it brings the probability of it not completely growing pretty much to 0. We'll keep the 4 dispensers in there. That's fine, I guess. So, to pack it, we don't really need that redstone here. Could also move this block here. We do need the water. They pop off the water. At least currently. I think they'll probably fix that. What does that do? It refreshes the bot so you could potentially get new game modes when joining the server. There, that explains it. Nothing, or anything else we could change about this. Could use less redstone and then we can use more note blocks. Water Power says, hey, I think they have a new rare mob added to your 119. Cannot get drowned jockeys anymore due to water mount tag. Drowned jockey. Drowned jockey. So, a baby drown riding a chicken. You can't get that because they dismount. I'm not sure what you mean. Because they always used to dismount underwater, right? think it's possible. I don't know if you understand how you normally get drowned jockeys. The way you normally get them is you put down a bunch of chickens, like just normal chickens, and then you have drowns spawn in, and then there's a chance of baby drowns to jump onto a nearby chicken. In which case there's no water involved at all. So I'm not sure how the water tank doesn't work anymore. We mean you're saying baby drowns don't jump onto chickens anymore? Because that mechanic is kind of completely different compared to them spawning in water. Because I know when they spawn in water, they dismount. They do, but they get dismounted immediately? Even though the chicken is in the air. Really? Can you make a bug report for it? It sounds like a bug. They dismount in the air. Let me write it down. Brown. Yes. Make a bug part, but no one cares, so say that well. I mean, if it's a bug related to something that they just changed recently, there's a pretty high chance that they'll fix it. It's bugs that they don't fix are usually ones that are old. Like, if it's been, you know, old bug, they typically fix those a bit later. But seeing it's related to something they recently added. Oh, did the stream just restart again? Something related, then it's higher chance of them fixing it. Yeah, I'm just not sure what else I can fact about this. I could do like target blocks and note blocks, but that really doesn't make it any cheaper or simpler. You make any vibrations, you can make a wave that ripples across it. You're trying to make that? Did it not work? I think I have it over here. Right here, I have a small example of it. I don't know why I put lightning rod there. You try to do that with the new skulk sensor? The new skulk sensor should work just like the old one. For the most part. I mean, it is kind of directional. Yeah, I think this works. I don't know what else. I guess I could add an on and off switch maybe. In this one, there's a spot for the player to Shut it off. Also AFK, you just set it here, I guess. Look. On off would be moving one of these. I guess we could move the power source somewhere else. Maybe we'll move it over here so it's a little bit more compact. Could also move it down to thought about maybe putting here, but I think that's gonna bud this. Which makes, I'm not sure if this is actually working. Look at this one. Trigger. I think it's like the little trigger thing doesn't update. I guess we could see if it drops out items. Maybe we'll put a dropper there just to kind of see what's going on. Kind of hard to tell. I mean, I'm guessing every time this is powered, it's probably not working. If we compare that to like, compare it to like this side, you see the difference. Okay. Probably not worth impacting that because it's going to make the dispenser slower. But we could put it just one block farther out. Whoa! Mega Turt coming in with using the Prime. Thank you so much for coming in with a sub. Welcome to the Gordy Gang. Access to all those perks. Check them out with the link there in chat. Appreciate remembering to use Prime. If you guys have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, knowing when it has it, get a free sub each and every month. You have to manually remember to do that each time. You could be just like Mega there. And you can also get a free sub if you do exclamation mark free sub. All about that. We're doing different perks, like access to our supporter server. Miss some other messages in chat. Sneaky has contributed 30,000 to the community challenge. Dang. Fill a large area with amethyst block. Okay, I read that. Hey, Arizona. Okay, I think I got covered chat. Mega says, you've kept me up to date with Minecraft for years now. Thank you so much. Oh, appreciate that. Put the drink up, maybe. Okay, so something like this, take a little bit. We place a block here. It's gonna bud that. Oh, I forgot about that. That block that was there would also slow down this one too. Slow down 2 dispensers. That's extra bad. Huh. Do I want to do this or do I want to do the other one? This one. Let redstone dust there. Okay, what if I do this? That goes this. And that goes up. I don't think that's causing any problem. I guess it's pretty much exactly the same thing. I kind of like it just over here. I think it's less redstone. Oh. Close it off. Oh yeah, then we could try putting the on-off. Put this. That's on. Whoops. I don't want to do that. Oh. Oh yeah, when you slide the piston, it When you slide the observer, it makes more updates. Okay, we'll try that. Oh yeah, that seems to work. It's butted? Yeah, I know it's butted. I just want to see if it would work. I'll just try to see if it's ever possible that it doesn't work. I think you can always turn off. Put the lever somewhere else. Guess you could put the lever down here. Actually, well, yeah, it doesn't matter where you're AFK, so you could say any that lever. I think that's fine. And that will get you a pitcher plant, which is kind of expensive. I mean, how many do we get here since? Oh, I guess I turned this off. Let that run. I think that worked. Looks pretty nice. That's one of the farms that are new for today. I just took my torch flower and updated it, tweaked it a little bit. Got back onto the testing server. If you guys want to, you guys can join the server. It is open to all the viewers. So that was the pitcher plant with that. Sniffer egg. Sniffer egg. Where did we find it? It was under natural stuff. It looks crazy how it takes up almost the entire little inventory box there. Oh, you can move it. Oh, that's cool. I don't know why that would be useful. It is cool every time it moves, it puts particles. Also, I noticed the what do you want to call it? What's the pitcher plant? The new pitcher plant? Not sure if you can do it with this other one. We'll find it again. Okay, there's that. Where's the actual pitcher? Oh, there. So, yeah, see how that one pops off? I noticed with the pitcher plant, yeah, you do that. Maybe I should record a video. Oh, Hector, you already got past 40 hours. Getting close to 50 hours. So normally with a pitcher plant, when breaking the block underneath, it just breaks and falls to the ground. Kind of like we were seeing with the torch flower. I noticed if you would go ahead and plant a new pitcher plant and then come in here, grow it up, then break the block, now the pitcher plant will just float. Let's do it to the other one. Get the seed of... Oh, how did that jump to the sides? Is that how? When you first plant in a torchflower seed is centered, but when you grow it up, the game decides to, once it's completely grown, it then will place the flower in a similar location within the block that would place like other grass and flower types. But which in this case it's off to the side. All of a sudden the flower jumps to the corner. That is kind of, I don't know. I mean, I don't know wait for them to fix it because they're trying to accomplish two different things. Trying to make it follow the rules of the flowers. Flowers has some kind of bizarre rules. But then they're also trying to make it follow the rules of crops. Which crops are always centered. How does one get off spectator? Read what it says when you join the server. Oh, yeah. Just read what it says. Maybe I'll switch. Grown patches, plants, which is with the torch flower not possible. Plant on farmland, which with the torch. Can you also place grown patches? Or thinking about pitcher plant on farmland, which with torch flower. Grown pitcher plant. Both of them would get placed on farmland because farmland is considered a type of dirt. Oh, my phone's making noise. Well, actually, it doesn't have the hashtag dirt. But I guess they do respect it. IP is in the title. Both of them get placed. And you can pitcher plant farmland. Yes. You have to read what it says. You have to do the trigger command, Hector. Place grown torch flowers on farmland. That was because it wasn't considered flower, I think, or something at the time. With the new sniffer eggs, you can actually push them with pistons, and when they push, they all put off particles. They can also get pulled with pistons. I don't actually need any blocks underneath them to support them. Got a row. For eggs. Oh, we can look at the collision of these blocks. Oh, I still like to get my my one world where I have collisions and stuff. That world fixed. They're considered to be too tall flowers? I think so. Because they have a called half lower, half upper. Can't bone mill in like 12 flowers. But you might think of them like a tall grass or something. Yeah. I would like, well, actually, maybe I can do this. Let's see. It might actually work. See, these have experimental stuff going on. If I take my world, see what it's called actually. Okay, it's called all. Let's find it, make a copy of it. Just in case something goes wrong. All called, no, it's actually called 1.19 all. 1.19 all. So I'm just gonna copy, paste it. Then we'll open this up. Made a copy already. Okay, so it opened up. The question is, do we have the new 1.20 stuff now? Because technically we're the 1.20 snapshot, so we should have it. Yeah, we got the new signs. Cool. Because, yeah, I would like to try out the hitboxes of the new stuff. We have like the signs. Never gotta add those in. I think they go. They're like. This is what's this? 1, 2, 3. This is 4 pixels. This is 3 pixels. This is 2 pixels. So this is another new block height. And then after that is normal block. And then when it comes to the signs getting pushed on the side, .925. 0.925, so they're same as this. So sideways sign goes down here. And then, is that the top of the sign's the same? Full block. I just said, maybe what I was talking about on the server? Okay, we can check it out. What else is it? What other new blocks are there? 1.20 besides the one that came out today? That looks pretty cool. I like the noise it makes too. So is it getting some of the vibrations just from underneath? I guess once it starts. What makes it continue? Is it because the outside one's sending signals back to the center one? The center one cooldown is up, but then it picks up again? I guess we can... Maybe I'll see it. It won't update at first, so when you walk over them and draw... But what's causing it to restart again? Is the actual item just bouncing? Oh, because the item's on top of the skulk sensor. Oh yeah, that's like a little special thing that skulk sensors can do. There's something staying on top of it, then they constantly go off. Kind of like if the player stands on top of it. I forgot about that. I forgot why it kept going off. If consider two tall flowers, it should be possible to create an easy farm for pitcher plant by bone milling the top of the plant. It should drop live. It does by sunflowers and all that. No, it doesn't. Like I said, think of it like too tall grass, right? Too tall grass doesn't drop more grass, does it? You know, like you can bone mill this, it doesn't produce more of it. Same thing for these. Oh yeah, we're testing out different sizes and stuff. That was really cool the way it kept chiming. Yeah, it feels really good. I've been standing up for the last hour 20 minutes playing with my controller. Just wish I could type. Maybe I will try to get like a desk that can lift up and down. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be like a motorized one, even if I can manually lift it up and down, as long as it's smooth. Wouldn't mind, because then I can actually type while I'm standing up. Okay, so we test out the signs. What are the other new blocks? Like I said, new blocks that are 1.20. While we think of that, let's pull up the skulk sensor. Or not skulk sensor, let's pull up the sniffer egg. Looks like a football kind of sitting in there. Okay, so we press up against this side. Can I actually rotate these? Okay, maybe they always face... They might always face like north-south or something. East-west. Okay, let's face... So this side is 2 pixels. We can also use our cool target blocks for this. This side is 2 pixels and this side is 1 pixel. 1 pixel is 0.32. Probably be similar to this. 0.23, is that what I said? 0.23, okay, yeah. So 1 is the side. The other side is this side, which is 2 pixels, which is probably just next one down. Try that one there. Where should I put this? Here. I don't want to update. I guess random ticks are set to 0, but it might hatch anyways. Age 0. could also have a command that constantly places down one at age 0. We'll see. Good you. Welcome in. Can I find the IP? It's right there in the chat. That's sniffer egg. The top of it's the same as the tall block. And underneath is also same as a block. You can also test it if there's like inside boxes inside of it. Doesn't seem like there is. Oh, also don't look like it suffocates stuff, but I guess you can kind of expect that. Because it's that type of block. Well, probably not a good world to test it in. What was the other one we talked about? Oh yeah, the pitcher plant. Okay. The pitcher plant. So this is from the side. That's from underneath. This is on the side. This is from a top, which neither of those fit into that category. Okay, so then that's pitcher plant goes down here somewhere. Let's grab farmland. Okay. Pitcher plant is under control. Hey Game Crow bro, welcome in. If you guys have anything specific they want me to test, just shout out in chat while pinging me. This has there's a collision this way. It goes up 0.18. What is this? Age 0. I think all the rest of them are the same height. Wow, we're just getting lucky. .1, yeah. Okay, 3.1 and 1.8. Okay, so 1.8 is probably down here. 1.8 is same as this one. Can I put it here without putting anything? Maybe I'll put it here. And 3.1? 0.1 is same as the amethyst. That's actually kind of nice. Should be able to put it here without putting anything. .1. Yeah, amethyst was the very first one for this category, but now we also got this one. Pitcher plant. And I don't know what age 1 looks like. Probably seen it. It's probably either one of these. I do 3 plus I. And I paste it in. I just change this from age 2, 1. Oh, it also has the same box. 3.2. Yeah, okay. How about the sides of it? Could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count the pixels. 5 pixels and 1, 2, 5 pixels. 3 pixels. That means it goes over here. 5 pixels. 3 first. 1, 2, 3. So 3 goes in this row here. I don't want to update that, so let's put it over here. 3. That's 3 pixels. And 5 is probably just 2 down. 2. Ooh, that's hard to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So this is the little one. Hey, Nameless, welcome in. Once suspicious hand became a falling entity, do you think it would be possible to duplicate its range, perhaps? I already looked into that. I showed it in the video when suspicious sand came out. Check out the video where I showed stuff around suspicious sand. I can't remember what the title is called. But I looked into that and a bunch of other things. But if you have anything, any questions about today's update, stuff like that, we can test those out. What else is new? 1.20. Is there any other blocks that are unique? Like collision wise? Oh! Did our eggs hatch? Looks like they're hatched. Why is that one walking sideways? We don't allow them to walk sideways. Uh-oh. No! We're doing the death roll. Welcome in. Sad Slime says hello. How would you think Amethyst Skulk will change Redstone? Amethyst Skulk. You mean the calibrated Skulk? Maybe we could look at that next. So I can think of something else to play around with. Like the coding and encoding, or the decoding. Sure, can I put this right up? I don't think you put stuff right up against it, can you? Oh, I guess you can. Okay. Maybe only redstone blocks work because they work with comparators too. But if I put like, if there's a lever here, it doesn't work. No. Just redstone blocks. So I was thinking about maybe just putting the lectern itself. Does it actually put off? I have a special lectern. But where is it? Anybody's guess, I guess. I guess. Special lectern. Uh-huh. I guess you have to have a comparator read it. I just think of how much room is it going to take to do something like this. You do something like this. I guess it's essentially this is I think I can read walking. That's because it's set to, well, these are all kind of messed up now. It's set to page 1. I guess if somebody wants to make me a new book, a book with the new levels. I think page 1 should just be the first vibration, all the things then continued. Let me catch up with chat again. Get invalid player data when connecting to the server. Make sure you typed it in correctly. Can't remember name. Does calibrated sensor have different hitboxes than normal one? Nah, I doubt it. Jukebox would. Jukebox put off a signal strength of 15. I wanted a like a programmable, like I think what is the best programmable signal that you can put. I don't think a jukebox would actually work. Because I mean, I don't know if it's something like this would even work. No. We could try. It's redstone blocks are kind of an exception because people were trying to make like really compact comparator. What were they? Comparator memory circuits back in the day when the comparators came out. So then they made the exception that redstone blocks right up against comparators would actually work. And then they must have did that same kind of thing for the skulk sensor. So I'm looking for a jukebox. Functional block. And a music disc, which is... This is a utility. No. Still going off. Kind of what we figured. I think this would probably be the one of the better setups. Well, I think this is probably the best setup. Just because it's not difficult to get 15 pages. Essentially each page, whatever page you're on, produces a different redstone signal. This is redstone signal 1. So this will only listen to walking and that kind of thing. It's going off. And then I can't remember what all the signals are. Give off different outputs. Yeah. But like I said, you try and think of the easiest system for people to use. This is definitely the easiest for creative release. Survival, I mean, maybe if you memorized how many items go into a chest, it'd probably be easier than doing the whole book thing and lectern thing. But this one setup, doesn't matter like what you have, this one setup kind of does it all. Maybe, like I said, if you're really good at memorizing how many items equal each signal, or you could just test it out in game too. You put a chest down, and then you can like memorize like, okay, maybe this equals redstone signal 1 or something. I mean, you could test it. You could do this. This is redstone signal 2, I guess. Then you could come in and then put this just over there. And then you can change, you know, different signals. You put different amount of stuff in it. This is just so much easier. You just flip to whatever page you want. You can even make a book with different names on it. Where's it set to now? Oh, it's set to 1. Yeah, I need to make a new book that tells the... Where is it? Tells the new... These new vibrations. Movement. Can you just copy paste stuff into books? I think it can, right? I can just copy paste each of the stuff into the book. Probably make it pretty fast. Let me sit down for a second. Okay, you guys hear me? I think you didn't hear what happened just a second ago. Had like a big O, what do they call them? Like bubble wrap? And so pop. It was so loud. So another one might pop pretty soon. Okay, let me put this off to the side. Cool, you guys can hear me? Let me get a new book and quill. Every book. What is it called? Written book? Writable book? Written book. Writable book? Okay. Then if I just triple click copy this. Oh yeah, I can just do that. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mm. 14. Okay. How do I get rid of this last page? Actually, click one page. Hope I don't have to make it all over again. We'll just see what it looks like. They want to intrude onto other people's builds. Hey Forger, welcome in. Oh, Myrna's also here. Okay, so we want to take book out. Oh, okay, it only shows 15. There's nothing on the last page. Okay. And then what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 8, 9. Okay, looks like it works. Oh yeah, I guess we can say now. Skulk. About that. Cool. Then I'll add this book. Put this into a lectern. And then I will, let's just use this number, and this is what it does. And then now I need to get that into my save. No, I need to get into my box. Okay, so do control pick block. Put it into here. Plus one on my old one still. Okay. And then now I want to pull up purple box. Purple box is probably this one, right? Okay, so this is 9, 8. So we have to go to D. D is for save. 6. And then drop that one. Break that one. Pick up that one. D. 8. Cool. Okay, so now my new one has the new one inside of it. Hopefully that made sense, guys. That way I could continue doing that. Oh yeah, there's some OP stuff in there. Hey, Lynx. Cool name. I think it'd be cool to see like a real life Lynx. Welcome in. Time chatter as well as forge. What's this moaning? It's the sniffers. I don't know if they're like constantly in pain or if they're like depressed because they're brought back out of extinction and they're like, this isn't the world I left. I don't know. That's what I think. Can't remove extra pages without plug-in mods. Looks like it removed on its own, as long as I didn't write anything. Now they all goat horns give the same output on the skulk sensor. World is nice. That would be cool because then you could like enter a secret door by blowing a special tune. Fire set off skulk sensor by destroying block. A lot of stuff the game does doesn't activate the skulk sensor. I know we were trying to use them to detect when trees grow, but it wouldn't do that. I'll hop on server, test it out, or ask someone else. Sound tired? I know I'm tired. I don't know about these sniffers. Yeah. So now with our new no, that's not there. Take this new one there. Now it should be really easy to program whatever one you want. So if you want to just listen to movement, you leave it on that one. So now it listens to me. And then if you can switch it, land on any surface. So if we drop something, yep. And then item interaction. What if that's like, I wonder if I interact with I flip pages. No. Interact with, maybe it's the lever flipping. I guess another thing is one of these sensors do put off power. I think there can be just like similar ones where they put off pretty much any direction except for they don't put off this direction. Oh, these guys are so funny. Watching on mobile, okay. Cobra says, you think they'll add artificial ways to producing signal strength or calibrated bulk sensors for an easier set red signal strength transmitter? You mean like a simpler setup than this? I think this is about the simplest you can get. This would be like encoding, I think. Because you're coding this, calibrating this. And then essentially what you could do is you have to do something that initially starts it. Item interaction, what that is. Colliding, bunch of unique stuff. Smell mob, equipping armor. Interacting with mob. So this, probably be feeding these. That's funny how they have fun playing on those. Let's feed one of those. Actually, let's see. Do they eat the pods? No, they don't eat the pods. I also can't pick the flowers in. Oh wait, those are babies. Forgot all these are babies. Oh yeah, there's the big ones. One, two. No, they don't eat the pods. Pretty crunchy, pretty hard. It says, do you think they will add a way generate the vibration type that you want through a new block? Something. I mean, they definitely could, but probably won't be anytime soon. You're saying like instead of having to like physically interact with something to make the initial vibration, you could just fake it by like, you know, maybe putting in signal kind of like this and then just pushing a button. It's fascinating, but I don't know how often people would use that. Eating a pod would basically be like a human trying to eat an avocado pit. But think about it, right? Some plants specifically, like you think of like a peach, right? Like maybe an elephant would come by, eat a whole peach, but also eat the pit or the pod in the center of it. And then they go through its body and they come back out again. And then that pit or pod would then grow, right? Like a lot of fruit specifically do that. This pod looks very not very appetizing. It all looks very hard. Reread my comment in which goat horn it would also be no blocks. I like the sniffer. What was it doing again? Oh yeah, I was trying to find something I can interact with. Interacting with the mob. Then we thought about feeding them, and then we thought about something else. Mobs, players can damage. Oh, okay. Damage, that I could do that. Look at that. Perfect. There it works. Also hook like a piston to it. See it? Not there. Damage, and then next one, doom item. Locks deactivating, doors closing. Chest. Oh, this is like the chest. Yeah, that's cool. That's activating, so that's putting stuff up. Changing color. Adding food to campfire. Block. Oh, okay. What if this is stuff like observers would detect? Blocks being destroyed. Blocks being placed. Teleporting and dying explosion. Let's pull this. Let's pull this on its own somewhere. How's your floor thing going along? Oh, someone's asked me if the hitbox changed or the collision box. No. What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, I want to see if it interacted. Do we know if there's any actual things that that are no longer possible because of the change? I mean, I would guess they would just recategorize them, make them fit different categories. But then they said they also simplified it. So when they say simplified, I'm thinking like, okay, so detect me planting the sapling. And it'll probably detect me using bone meal on it. No. Oh, it doesn't detect when the tree grows either. That's kind of sad. Because won't this be like interacting with? Also, I see they added these cool petals to be a little bit more natural looking. Okay, well, let's compare the new with the old. So this is the new. We pull up the old. Is there anything else you want to play around with? Does changing horse armor count as probably equipment one? The equipment one? Equipping one? Here's the old one. So we're stepping, lapping. Let me just double check this, okay. Got some more armors. Pottery shard. We're playing with Rin. Okay. Go back to looking at this. So flapping is also considered movement. Item interaction finish. Like fishing reels, fishing rod, stops, block, build, finish, pulling back, bow. It's finishing interaction. Like change that to. This is all with blocks. I got ones with blocks deactivating, activating, changing, being destroyed, being placed. There's quite a bit to do with blocks. For this item interaction finish. I don't know if that's gonna work. let's go back over to our test area. So, one example is a shield. Oh, maybe it does detect. Yeah, when I release a shield, it activates. Wonder what signal it makes. $11. What is considered 11? Block change. Blocks changing cauldron, etc. Huh. Okay. Throwing trident. Acting spyglass. That's also 11. Okay. Looks like for the most part those are still in the game. I mean, ideally they try to leave everything in the game. They would just throw into one of these categories. That's item interaction. That guy put it into block changing. Swimming is now under walking. Light truck is now with this one, which is kind of a catch-all. Yeah, I'd say changing horse armor probably does. Where's the armor equipment? I think it's in here somewhere, right? Dismounting, equipping gear. So that'd be there. That's the... Okay, so it detects... That's 11. 11. Detects it going on, but not off. Leads to imposters could work for block changing. You mean use a composter for this? I guess we could also see if the new plants get put into composters. Probably be the same as the previous one. Yeah, about the same. Where's the other plant? That looks like it works. Okay, we're down here, hitting ground, entities or item falling. That would be this one, landing on surface. Teleporting. Now, the teleport was... Yeah. Teleporting's down here now. Block changing, they got that one. Minecart moving. Minecart moving? How in the world? It's off at 12. And I placed it. What? That's a 12. Lock and destroy. If I place it, it also produces a 12. Blocks being destroyed. Blocks being placed. That might not be right. $11. What? Why are we getting such strange signals? I think only what touches the water. Oh, this is... Oh, I need to put the comparator on here, right? Right. I forgot the comparator. Because the comparator, right now, is putting off a resonance signal based off of how far the action occurred from it. Not based off of type of action. I have to do this. There now. That was a 7. 7 is being damaged, something getting damaged. The 14, which is something spawning. And at the very end, movement. I wonder... Yeah, it doesn't detect this. Silk touch save. This is switch to sand. No, I tested that previously, Abjur. Except for banner patterns, pottery shards. I would rather have blocks themselves. Okay, what's unequipping armor? Unequipping did nothing, right? Changing, okay, we did that one. Wish, like the cherry blossoms could generate actual bark wood blocks on edges of curves of trees. Bit weird having. I was just thinking about that. You're talking about how at the end here it looks like this. And why don't they come in with this type of block? I mean, they really should do it, actually. Think about it. It would look so much more natural. Now that they actually have these blocks in the game, it would make sense. Like at one time they didn't have it, so... If you destroy the tree, you would end up with more different types of blocks, right? You'd end up with normal logs and also these logs. How do you get the negative durability? I think command. Okay. I think that's a bug. Shouldn't that be under movement? Any medium. If there's a bug on it already, a bug report on it already. Gulk. Then sensor part. Really? Nothing found? Card? Rated. Huh. Okay, it's pretty old. Okay. You can make a fiber part in this. Dog sensor does not mine are moving should activate dog sensor with signal 1. Dog sensor all movements by producing signal 1, but my parts moving doesn't Audrey says, can you use the porch trick to get suspicious stand? No. But if you see my video, they were breaking off inside cobwebs and bubble columns. Okay, so we tested that. We're going down the row of old stock sensors versus new ones. Splashing, entity splashing water. I think that's all under landing. Something lands. This is a 2. Yep, 2. Entity shaking, that one's 4, no block sound. That one's block shrinking. TNT creeper explosion, that's probably under explosions. Projectile is fired. That's a 3. 3 is item interaction. Okay. But a shield was... Oh. Or even just even starting. Oh, that's something. Kind of interesting. You could just click it. Can you do that for anything else? I guess it's like the releasing of it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like you could walk up to your secret door and you could just like do this. It opens up. People would be like so clueless at how how it opens up. Because it's like nothing ever flies. It's not like, you know, anything's actually flying out of your hand or anything. Like you're not clicking anything. You just, I don't know if people can even see this. I guess you can see that. Oh, I guess you can. Cool. Interactions. That's probably all under maybe this one. Or no, item interactions, probably that one. Cake eating. Probably either interactions or block changes or eating. Damage, it's that one. Equipping. Cheers, probably interacting with the item. Roar is a special one. Block, block, block. Block, 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 block. Go under block. Entity placement. It's probably spawning. Block. Block. Dying. Pick up. Fluid pickup. Must be block. Interaction. Piston contracting. Do they remove piston contracting altogether now? Ten is blocked, activating door. Okay, that's because I pushed the lever. Nine. Deactivating. Let me through. Okay, do this. Power that. 9. Huh. I wonder if it's actually detecting the piston. 1, 2. It should be far enough away. You can't detect that. Okay, so the redstone doesn't actually do anything. It must be detecting the piston. Yeah, new skulk sensors. Welcome in, Jaw. We looked at pistons. Block changing pistons. Horns. Probably just interacting with something. Item interaction. Explosions down there and lightning. I don't know what lightning would be. Lightning. 14. Spawning, because I guess it spawns the lightning. I guess so. Okay, well, it seems like everything you could do in the past, you can do now, as far as I can tell. That's good. Is there any... There's not too many farms that have that use skulk sensors. You know, the fish farm's one of them. Probably affects the fish farm. Probably go back to standing up again, right? Okay. Standing up and I'll play on my controller. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Hey Adam, how goes it? Playing around with the new 1.20 features. This is... Oh, these look unenchanted. This is the fish... I think this one's good for testing. Actually, wait. Was that because I changed my settings? Oh, that's so strange. On the server, it looked insanely crazy. Okay, that's the bobber. And... Oh, I guess it still works, right? Oh, I guess we can hear it. That's about right. Whoops. Ah! Okay. Don't want to mess with that. Try to put some wax. Things are working. Am I getting XPs? Oh yeah. There's items, right? There they are. Okay. I guess it doesn't interfere with it. I guess because I'm not actually programming it to a specific signal, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. This thing changes a little bit. I mean, change the way you want it to work. I didn't do anything too complicated with stalk sensors. Here's my testing room. There's the little dance floor. This was... Can't remember what this was for. It was like, I guess, show how far something happens. And this was supposed to make it simpler to understand. Something like that. First, there's this one. Kind of cool how it sends signals around circles. And 1.19, kind of funny because stalk sensor's been around, you know, ever since 1.17. but we really only had them in survival since 1.19. I don't know if I will be using skulk sensors more, even with this change. I mean, definitely makes them more useful. But, like, what do you use them for? Like, my creeper farm, I do have a system. Right, like, you could probably maybe detect when the creeper blows up or something, but it's not really necessary. Oh, this is the old setup. I mean, if you really want to do specific things, you could do it. Sometimes it's just easier just to throw a clock in, have the clock do it all. Let's go back at the server and look at the armor glinter. Yeah, what the heck? Why does this look so harsh? Where's my shulker box? Is that just like a server thing? This all looks normal. Does the new ones look like, if I placed on a new one, does it look like that? No, it doesn't. Okay. It just, I don't think. So confused. Stop coming over here. Must be like an updating thing or something. Maybe when the server updates. How would that be possible? I don't know. New mob bird description. I don't know how that's. I mean, the only thing I think is like someone just placed one of these down and then we just upgrade the server and somehow just added extra glinter to it. I don't think the actual enchantments on are any different. Pretty sure it's this armor stand I have. This one. That would be pretty harsh if everything was like that. It'd be hurting your eyes all the time. Is there anything else we want to test with the calibrated bulk sensors? There's 15 signals they can send out. 50 vibrations. I mean, you could do like some kind of fun things where you could, you know, maybe line up a whole bunch of different types and make them communicate to other ones without interfering with the other ones. We could do that. Just more of an illustration thing. So we could. The skulk sensors can go up to 8 blocks away. This new one. Yes. So what you could do is put this into one of these. Hey, great to see you, Blob the cat. Thank you for the 9 biddies. Appreciate that. 9 out of 999. You got that correct. Good start. Try and get to our cheer goal. Top left hand corner. We're also trying to go for our sub goal. Currently at 36. Trying to reach a sub goal of 50. Thanks everybody who's been using Primes or Amazon Primes. Also get a free one by doing !! free sub. And Blob also hit a total of 444 biddies. You could do something like this, right? So this one only reads. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I see why you wanted to have it so you can artificially make something. Wonder. If you just had like 2 of these with some blocks in between them. One, 2, 3, 8. I was just trying to make a signal like hop between 2 of these. Like I was trying to make a memory circuit of the vibration. But I think it's just too fast for that. At least it's small. Let's try putting this their way. One, 2, 3. This one hears it, sends a signal out, but doesn't reach that one. I guess you'd have to put a couple of these. Or, I guess you could put wool between them. Not really sure. So the signal starts over here. Sends it over to that one. It's pretty much instant. Yeah, it's not really feasible. I was trying to kind of create this without making it so big. So essentially, this is like a memory. This is like a memory circuit that holds a specific vibration if we want it to. And then at any point, we could extend this vibration. It could be probably a little bit smaller, but it's kind of huge for a memory circuit. Because essentially, the skulk sensor can't take in new signals until the previous one cools down. What you could do is like this one sends a signal over to this one. And then there's one that's just above this one. But it can't hear it. This must be too far away. Yeah, so it goes zigzags over there and it goes back up to this one. And then we have one over... We have one above this one. Which is too far to hear that one. Can't hear that one because there's wool, but can hear this one. So essentially you can make some kind of weird zigzag like this. This one. I might be getting a signal from... Oh, and this one's supposed to have this thing on too. Yeah, you could compact it like that. Dang, that seems so bizarre. Hey, Snaky. And then essentially you'd have to make that one loop all the way back around to activate that one somehow. Then you'd have to keep this circuit constantly going. Like it almost not worth it compared to just making a device that maybe does the initial signal. Because I was thinking if you wanted, I thought about having like a whole row of these, a whole row of them. Then they're all programmed to something. Oopsies. They're all programmed to something different. And then you could have like this little stretch, and then like you could send signals over to one side, and then those signals can be sent back to this side. But Yeah, I don't know. Welcome in, Sync. What happens if you don't get Auto Dragon Farm update? We will eventually. I might stop it a little bit early. Like maybe at 1,000,000 points instead of 3,000,000. Playing the new Skull Extension. Check out my video, it's in the pinned comment. Yeah, I don't see this. I mean, that'd be cool to make like, I don't know, maybe like a typewriter or something where you type something out and the message goes across a air barrier and then it makes a message on the side. But though it's possible, it's just not as simple. 11 days left, but I could just reset it, Sneaky. Yeah, if you guys don't know what these new sensors do, check out my video that's in the pinned comment. What's the speed of vibration? I forget. Is it 1 meter every 2 game ticks? Let me check. Might be on the Wikipedia. Eight blocks here. Okay, sensor is activated 40 game ticks. Vibration made speed at 1 block per game tick. Oh, that's pretty impressive. So 40 or 20 blocks. And it takes the 20 blocks in 1 second. It takes 40 game ticks for the sensor to reset. Signal arise. The sensor is activated for 40 game ticks. Cannot deactivate any other vibrations while activated or while the sensor travels. Cooldown period of 1 game tick. So essentially what I'm trying to figure out is how much delay we need to make. The delay is kind of like in the air. Hey J-Car. So if we have to go 8 blocks is 8 game ticks. We need to go up to 40, so we need 5 of them. Essentially need to go there, that's 2, that's 3, and 4, 5, and then the 5th one needs to send all the way back down to this one again without interfering with other ones. Good luck. And then essentially that would be like a memory circuit. You can put whatever type of interaction you want into that. And then if you want it to send that interaction out, then you'd have to like add one of these things, something. Where does the interaction doesn't actually come off of these blocks, does it? I don't think so. I think it's still from the center. Here's the sphere, how it works. If we place anything here. Okay, I guess I want to do the opposite. I want to put this over here. Oh, so maybe... Okay, it's definitely not reaching that one. Let's switch it again. Let's put this one over here. Oh, so must actually do come out of the amethyst block. Kind of don't like that just because you have to like refigure how far it is. So it must be like 8 blocks from here. Like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, let's switch it and see if it makes it. Put it over here. Yeah. Coming from this block. If you put it on both sides, does it work both directions then? Works that way. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it actually comes out of that. I mean, it makes sense why it would come out of that. It's just harder to calculate. Option to dye the pots more different plants. Dye the pots, like change the color. That'd be cool. Change to add like dye with the shards. Add a little bit of brightness to the pots. Those images pop a little bit. Okay, so because it's based off of where the amethyst shard is at. You probably could create some like one-way valves kind of things. Signal goes over to here, then from there, apparently it goes from there up to there somehow. How's that even possible? Huh. Yeah, somehow it goes from there to there. And then from here, it sends it out over here. And then, oh, I guess it also can work backwards. Oh, maybe I need to place this there. Okay, cool. Yeah, it works backwards. Huh. Makes sense. Okay, so then it comes over here, and then the signal goes from here. We want it to go up. I wonder if I can move this back. Yeah, maybe I could put it right top of the previous. Kind of make it consistent. We can kind of understand what's going on. That one tried to come up here, but it couldn't reach. Couldn't reach that one because it's like hidden behind the. I wonder if I put like carpet or something there. Okay, that works. So it goes over to there, and then it goes up here, and then it goes across back over to this one. We could probably do a similar thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I make that one more? Why is this one turn on first? How is it getting a signal? I don't know. Move it over here. Oh, because this is within. How's it hearing it through the carpet, though? I don't understand that. Maze, with your video when you were talking about the change they made with the skulk sensor, etc., is huge. It's huge, yeah, but skulk sensors, they're just not used that much in the game. Like you could use them, right? Like so, almost every single thing that made redstone, I could put a skulk sensor in it, but it's just easier to not do it. We were talking about this earlier. Like, I could put a skulk sensor in here and maybe detect soon as the mob, you know, I don't know, walks on top of his platform, then I send out a minecart. But it's just easier to detect the mob actually there with tripwire. Or detect when the mob's actually inside the minecart and turn it on or something. But it's like, oh no, I can just leave it on all the time. It's like, it's kind of weird. It's like you can use them, but there's very few places where it's actually wouldn't make sense to use them. And that's the problem. I would love to think of something. I know, like, you know, Tango Tech, his projects, very specific things he's trying to do. They work really well. I can't figure out why the top sensor is here. Maybe let's just put. What did I put down there? Maybe a note block or something. My mouse not working. Oh, I can't. Can't do anything with note block. Oh, what else is there? Gate. That constantly activates on its own. I guess the bell's gonna do the same thing. Not something I could click. I won't get interactive with lever's gonna be kind of hard to click on. Okay, so if I flip this, I send the signal right through this. Okay, well, let's put a block there. You're telling me a block works, but a carpet doesn't? No! That's kind of inconsistent. Whatever. Kind of ruins this, because then I was trying to make this thing to go this way. And I was trying to make it go up into this one. I don't think it can now. Also, it's going up into this one over here. But I don't want to do that either. Maybe I would have to key quarter them or something. So I can hear the redstone signal down this tube. But then when you emit the redstone signal, you can emit it, I guess, from a different location. So I could emit the redstone signal from this location. And in which case, I can actually make it maybe shoot over top of this, go to something else. That else might be possible. I just wish the carpet thing would work. This doesn't make any sense. Like, it shouldn't send signal through this carpet, but it is. Because then I could send a signal through here up to this one. And this one could send it out. And it could get picked up by this one here. Remove this one. Like the drink up line. Block with a specific use. Yeah. I mean, I'm really glad they brought it into the game because this is kind of what I've wanted the whole time, even if I haven't had a good use for it yet. So there should be a signal coming off from this one. It goes to this one, I think, over here. How is this signal not? Does it only work if it's on the side of here? Let's test it out over here. I don't hear any chiming noise, do you? To compare that to... Here, I'm gonna pause my music. Okay, I can definitely hear it there. Okay. That does work above it too. So hard to see anything happening. Amethyst block, crystal sound block, vibration, resonator. Snake is getting close to creative. Oh. You're at 19. Nice. Okay, so should work. This skull sensor should send a signal to this one, and this should resonate it over, and I should be able to make this angle from here to there. Not that bad. I could try moving it to here. It's listening right through this carpet. Okay, that should work. So silly, I don't know. I don't really like it just because it's carpet thing don't really seem to work. If I put this over here, do this. Yeah, how can signal can't go from there to there? Seems seems a bit odd. Maybe I'll make that. Unless this carpet's in the way. Nope. Okay, what if we move this one up by 1 block? And then put it here? Maybe I'll do something like that. Maybe we'll zigzag a little bit more. Put this one here. And this one goes back. Yeah, it could probably even be like this one. And this. Just trying to do something that's more tileable so people... Okay, so this one got... Those two got powered. So this thing sent power all the way to that one. How is this one able to send power to that one and not vice versa? If I do this. Okay, that's better. Can I put this here then? Okay, that also works. Okay, so I think this is now... Now you're starting to see that there's a pattern. It sounds cool. And then this one has to loop all the way around and go back down here again. So what is it? It's 8 blocks between each of them. So it's 8, 16, what is that? 24, 32, 40. That's 40 seconds. And then if we send it all the way back to the beginning again, that'd be enough time for it to reset. I think all we need is 6 of them. How many do we have over here? 8. Miss Dirk says, trying to understand what the block does. Check the pin message on top. We got a video explaining how it works. The problem with this is like to create delay with these sensors, you have to create distance. The idea is to create distance without actually creating distance. Create distance, we gotta keep it compact. Otherwise, you're just wasting a lot of making everything kind of big and clunky. Probably another way of doing it, like, you know, if you could make this one send it all the way to the top, and then make this one send it all the way down to the next bottom, and kind of what we're doing here. I wonder if the carpet was like one way, two way. Then how do you send this thing? This one has to send a signal all the way back down to that one. Kind of tricky. Without interfering with the other ones. Actually, it does, I guess it could interfere with the other ones. Not that big deal. Could do is send it down here and then send it through. That one wouldn't be cooldown yet. Or we can even take this one and then take this one. Put it into this, and then this could go all the way down. What do we say we need? We need 5 or 8 seconds or 8 game ticks. We need 40, 5, 1, 4, 5, 5. Maybe we need 6 extra. So what we could do is this one signal goes here. This one goes to here. Shoot. It goes here. Then sends it back to. It was too fast. I don't think we need to. Want this one to send it to here. This one to send it to there. Down over there. Try to activate this without activating that one. With the amethyst blocks off to the side, could actually make it a little bit easier. Because I could pick up a signal there, pull it around this corner, send it back over here. One, two, three, 4. Oh, I see the timing's not right. Let's just add in one more. And this way it should be enough that we should be able to do something with it. And this will send it like over to here maybe. Here. Oh, I think we did it. I don't know if it's going to be very useful, but we did it. We created a memory circuit. Continuous loop? Yeah, like the continuous loop thing was possible before. I showed this system before. Just going around in circles. But the idea here is to make like a compact system. Like this is essentially a memory circuit. Whatever signal you send into it, it's gonna keep spinning that around. You don't even need the initial signal anymore. It's there. At any point, you could send this signal away by timing this correctly, placing our block here, and then all of a sudden this block could reach something that you couldn't reach before. Probably a more compact way of doing this, but it's more of just a fun thing. I think we might look at everything there was to look at. Made a new pitcher plant farm. Got this different eggs, lines, armor trims. They're just supposedly found in the trails, ruins. Of different archaeological things. With the sensor, the vibration thing. We covered it all. Probably come up with some more things to test Friday stream. I've been streaming for over 3 hours. Thing is, pretty much all day I've been working on the snapshot video. Some part or another. It's also getting quite late. We're gonna find somebody to raid, so stick around so we can raid fellow Twitch Minecraft streamer. While I get the raid going, check out all my social links in the chat and also on screen. Let's raid Slack Lizard.
Came out.
He's currently working on a project. We'll see what he's working on. Black Lizard is a fellow Twitch Minecraft streamer. He plays different varieties of Minecraft. Right now it looks like he's playing Bedrock Edition. And he's working on one of his projects in Slackville. Hopefully he's not slacking too much. Otherwise he won't get his project done. We will raid him as always. Oh yeah, there's the raid message. You can also just type in that command. It should also pop up. But yeah, we're going to raid him You guys can all copy the raid message that's group in the chat. Once we get put over there by Twitch, go ahead, paste that in. Also throw in whatever emotes you guys have to give him some hype for his current stream. Yeah, it was a lot of fun playing around with the newest snapshots. All you guys in chat. Probably be playing around some more this Friday and Saturday, so look forward to those streams. Always stream every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't seen my YouTube video about everything that's new today, it's also up on my YouTube channel about 3-4 hours ago.